Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cozygamer Jessa. I'm Jessa, and in today's video we are going to be making a shopping outlet. It is going to be very girly themed. I wanted it to kind of feel like Claire's. I don't know if I achieved that in the end, but we'll see. So the first thing I'm doing is putting down some of this wood planks. I don't usually use a lot of in-game path, but for this island I'm not using treasure islands and I'm not using custom codes that I didn't make myself. So we are going to be utilizing the in-game path quite a bit. So for this first area, this is going to be out in front of Able Sisters, as you can see, and it's going to be like an apparel shop. We're going to have a bunch of cute clothes on display, and we have those little changing rooms back there where you can actually change your outfit. So I'm kind of separating the area with some fencing, and I'm doing that because in front of Nook's Cranny there is going to be a different type of store, and I just want to keep the areas kind of separate. It's going to be sort of like an outdoor mall. So luckily in Happy Home Paradise I just unlocked the apparel shop, so I got a bunch of cute little items from Wordle's catalog, and that's pretty much how I was able to even build this. And I've been kind of holding out on decorating the shopping outlet mall area because I wanted to order like these like clothes racks and folded clothes and stuff like that, because it would be kind of hard to wait for those types of items in Nook's Cranny, and you kind of just got to get lucky. But when you play Happy Home Paradise and you unlock Wordle's catalog, you can get those items pretty easily after you done a couple houses or done all of the shops, which I have now. So I'm using this counter and this table for like just displaying items. So I don't have a bunch of like clothes to display, unfortunately. So I do have like a sewing project, and I do have a sewing machine that I'm going to put down just to add to the Able Sisters. Like we can pretend that they're working on outfits out here or something. And I really like this mannequin, so I put her in the corner. And back here, I'm going to put a little gnome, and he can run the register. I'm just going to fix up this little path right here and connect it up, because I left it unfinished in my farm video. But I'm going to also, like, I was contemplating putting down the dirt path over here, but I felt it would be more cohesive, like as an outdoor mall, if I put the same path over here also. So I put it all the way to this area with the wood plank path, and over here is going to be like a food court area, and then right in front of Nook's Cranny I'm going to put like a toy store, I guess. I have a bunch of plushies that I'm going to put, and it's going to look pretty cute. Again, I'm using the same fence to kind of separate the areas and add some like walls, I guess, even though I don't have walls out here. So I really like this fence, but now that I'm looking at it, like looking at the speed build, I kind of wish I would have used a white fence just so it would like contrast with the path on the ground better. So I might potentially be changing that, maybe like off camera, but we'll see. So back here is going to be like a drink stall where you can get your little slushies and your fancy smoothies. And this is going to be the food court area, just like I mentioned earlier. And this is going to be another stall where you can get your sweets or like pastries. And I really love these counters. I think they're adorable. So I do use them quite a bit. And I do have some custom stalls to use. I did make the custom codes for both of them, and if you want them, I will have them in the description down below. I didn't think anyone would want my custom codes because they're not very good. Like, I've seen really good ones, so comparing mine to, the professionals, I didn't think anyone would want them, but people have been asking for them, so they are down below if you want them, so you can use them on your own island. And I'm starting on the plushie area, and I have these cute little shelves with little teddy bears on them that are adorable. I am going to be placing items in front of the like hot items sign, and also where you can sell on the outside of the shop, but I do make sure in the end that those two items are still usable. as well as I'm putting a DIY table. So, because I do sell the hot items occasionally, so I like to have a DIY table readily available for me. And it's gonna be a cute little area. We can pretend that we make toys here or something. And I really love the shopping carts. I thought they were a great touch, but I do rearrange this area a little bit because I want it to still be walkable, and I just hate when my builds are not very walkable because I really be running around my island and it's just more difficult if there's a bunch of items in the way. So we are gonna rearrange this area in particular so it's easier to run around. And I did run out of like tables, so I did use a couple dressers, which I think they look fine because they're like facing the back, so you can't even see that they're like a dresser and a console table. So moving back to the food court area, I have this gyroid to put down and a little gnome so they can run their stalls. And I thought about adding this vending machine back here just for like some height, I guess, back there. And I think it looks pretty cute. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird to put a vending machine behind a bunch of tables, but I thought it looked alright, so we're gonna keep it. We have another register, and this is the part where I rearrange it just a tad bit, so there's more of a walkway. And I'm adding some finishing touches over here, and I'll add the shopping carts, which I love these shopping carts again. Like, I didn't even know that item existed till like I found it in Wardell's catalog, so love it. And I have some food items. I will be adding more chairs, but I had to order them, so it's gonna have to be tomorrow when I do the tour. And we're just adding our last minute touches. Let me move this sign back, and we're ready for our tour. I'll just close up this area real quick with some fencing, and we'll call it there. Here is the beautiful tour. I think this area came out really cute. Let's go check it out. So we have our little toy store with our dolls and plushes. And then we have the food court with our smoothies and slushies and sweets and carrot cakes. And then over here by Able Sisters, we have our beautiful apparel clothes store. And I think this area looks adorable, just how I imagined it. I hope this gave you some inspiration for your island, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.